Okay, I would like to go over homework 1.4a, number 8. We have a quadratic function which is defined to be negative 2x squared minus 2x plus 8. Right? Finding the domain is quite easy since quadratic function is defined for all real numbers. So domain is all real numbers. Right? But in order to find the range, we have to know the location of vertex of the parabola. So we're going to have to complete the square. So by completing the square, let's see. So we're going to first thing we do is factor out the common leading coefficient. In this case, negative 2 from the first two terms. So we're going to get x squared from the first term. And if you factor out from negative 2 from negative 2x, you're going to get positive x. Alright. Then I'm going to put plus 8 right at the end, outside of the parentheses. Alright. To complete the square, we have to think about what three terms we need to complete the square. So remember that if you have something like, a plus, x plus a, for example, x plus a quantity squared. You would have x squared plus 2ax plus a squared. Alright, so if you have these three terms, we can write it as a quantity x plus a squared, right? So pay attention to the relationship between the coefficient of x, which is 2a, and a constant term, right? All we have to do to go from the coefficient of x to the constant term is take 1/2 of it, which gives you a. Then you have to square this guy, right? And also, if you want to go from coefficient of x to this number right here, all you have to do is take the 1/2 of it. Right? Remember those relationships. All right. Now we have x squared. So we have x squared, and second term is plus x. So 2a is actually 1. So in order to complete the square, the third term we need is going to be, remember, 1/2 of 1, which is 1/2. Then square that. So 1/4 is the third number we need. So we put here. But if we just add 1/4 here, we're actually changing the function. So we have to subtract 1/4 right away so that we don't change anything. Alright, but you can see that using these three terms, we can complete the square. Right? So we have negative 2. Right? Remember that it's going to be x plus, right, 1/2 of this number is 1/2 squared. Right? So this is exactly the same thing as these three terms up there. Right? So you have a minus quarter here. So we have to distribute this negative 2 to negative 1/4. We're going to get the negative 1/2. Right? Then you have plus 8 right here. Right? So by cleaning up, so you're going to have negative 2x plus 1/2 squared. Then 8 is same thing as 16 over 2, so it's going to be plus 15 over 2. Alright, so we can see that this is a parabola whose vertex is right here. So vertex is at negative 1/2 comma 15 over 2. Right? And since there's a negative sign here, so we know that the parabola is facing down. So we're looking at this kind of picture. So you have x-axis here, and the y-axis here. Alright, then vertex is going to be located at, so here's negative 1/2 and 15 over 2. Let's just put it right here. 15 over 2. Then the vertex is sitting right here. Right? So the parabola, of course, is going to look somewhat like this. Right, which means that the range is going to be negative infinity all the way to the largest number is 15 over 2. So range we want is going to be from negative infinity all the way to 15 over 2. Then we put the square bracket to indicate that you can actually hit 15 over 2, right? So this is the range of the function. Right? I hope this was clear.